A woman deliberately disguised herself as ugly to avoid becoming queen and successfully failed the selection. But a wealthy girl, to highlight her own beauty, bribed the steward to ensure the woman was chosen to meet the king. No one knew that this woman, despised by everyone, was actually the wife the king had been searching for 5 years. It turned out that the woman had once pretended to be someone else and fought alongside the king in battles, ultimately helping him ascend the throne. However, just as she was about to be crowned queen, she feared the king would punish her for deception, so she chose to flee the palace. 5 years later, her father forced her to participate in the selection of consorts. When the king saw her for the first time, he was reminded of his missing wife and couldn't help but approach her for a closer look, terrified that the king might recognize her. The woman thought, if he finds out I deceived him for 3 years, I'd be beheaded for sure. So she pretended to be rude and said, "Haven't you ever seen a beauty before?" The king was instantly disgusted and immediately told her to leave. Thinking she had achieved her goal, the woman happily thanked the king. But her undisguised joy deeply wounded the king's pride. He felt that even an ugly woman didn't want to stay by his side. Enraged, he changed his mind on the spot and ordered her to remain in the palace. The woman was utterly panicked. She was filled with worry. If he discovered her deception again, she wouldn't have enough heads to spare. To prevent the king from suddenly visiting, she constantly kept an eye on his whereabouts. But when she saw no movement from the king, she assumed he wasn't coming and let her guard down to take a bath. Just at that moment, the king suddenly appeared at the door of her room.